Well, good afternoon, family. It's your girl, Gail, and I am coming to you with tip number 3 of 20 on how you can have a successful cruise season and giving you some good tips and tricks to help you navigate this cruise life, all right? So as you know, I'm going to give you a new tip every day. If you haven't gotten tips 1 and 2, be sure to follow and like and share and whatever else you got to do so that you get these tips, because you're going to need them in your life when you're vacationing. So it's day 3. Here we are with tip number 3. Tip number 3 is repricing. Let me say it again for the people in the back. Reprice your cruise, people. So here's what I mean by that. Typically, because I book cruises so far out, I have enough time that I can call periodically and I can check and see if the price has gone down on my cruise. And if my price has gone down, then they will give it to me at the lower rate. Of course, they only do that if you call and ask for it. So if you don't call and ask for it, you're not going to get it. I just want you to know. May not sound fair, but it is what it is. With that being said, I book cruises out so far in advance that typically I reprice. I call about once a month. And as I get closer to my final payment date, I may up that to twice a month and even once a week. And again, if the price is cheaper, they will lower the price for you. If it's more, you don't have to worry about that, because they're not going to charge you and change that amount for a higher rate. They're going to leave it at where you are. So it's very important that you reprice your cruises. And I'm going to give you an example of why. Earlier this year, my family went on a cruise where we had a 2-bedroom suite. And that cruise started out, I booked that 2 years in advance, just so you know. That cruise started out $11,000 for 8 of us, $11,000. I repriced it during that course of the 2 years, and the price went down to $6,000. So with that being said, it is very important that you reprice as much as you can, as often as you can, because why should I have had to pay $11,000 when ultimately I got to pay $6,000? So all I'm saying to you is you can do it. You just got to stay focused and put yourself on a schedule. It's very important. So it doesn't matter if you have 1 cruise or 20 cruises. Put yourself on a schedule. Call often. And if you use a travel agent, just know ahead of time that your travel agent has to do it for you. You won't be able to call the cruise line if you use a travel agent. But if you're doing it yourself, you are free to call those cruise lines for yourself and reprice as often as you possibly can. This is a very good tip for the day. So that's tip 3, reprice.